Hey everyone, it's Tracy here, back with another Make It Monday video for you today. Today I'm going to be going along kind of with the Lawnscaping challenge that starts today. So I'm going to be using this Critters from the Past stamp set from Fawn, and I'm going to stamp a whole bunch of the dinosaurs, I think almost all of them. So I am stamping these on a piece of Coordinations 110-pound cardstock, and I am using the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Because I'm going to be coloring it in with Copic markers, and this is an ink that works really well with your Copic so it doesn't bleed or smear or anything like that. Now when I stamp on the Coordinations cardstock, I always like to either let it air dry overnight for a few hours or use my heat tool to heat them. So I'm going to go ahead and color in all of these images with my Copics. I'll speed this up and have the music going so you can just sit back and watch me color or skip over it. But I will have all of the colors linked below, and I will also list them on the screen as I go along. So enjoy! Alright, so I went ahead and colored and cut out all of my pieces here. You can see I did do a white border around some, and then some I just cut out to the line. So now I'm taking a piece of Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock, and I'm going to use my ink or foam blending tool with some tumbled glass distress ink, and I'm just going to ink up the whole top part of this piece of cardstock. And you just want to work your way in from the edges so that you don't get the little streaks or anything. This is the square one, but if you are getting a lot of streaks or like lines from your blending tool, you might want to try the mini round one. That one seems to help with that problem. Alright, so then on the bottom, I'm going to take Walnut Stain Distress ink and just ink a little bit of that up on the bottom. There's definitely more tumble glass, so that part is bigger than the walnut stain part. And then I'm just going to go back in with my tumbled glass and kind of blend both of those colors together, because you can see it's a little bit streaky, but I'm going to add some embossing paste so it's not going to be as noticeable. And also the dinosaurs are all pretty much going to cover that part anyway. Alright, so I have my Wendy Vecchi embossing paste. This is the white, and I'm going to just apply this to the brown part towards the bottom. Now this is going to be like my dirt, and this is a really cool technique I like to do for like the outdoor scenes, and especially like the dinosaurs, because it looks like real dirt. So I'm taking it and just applying it to the bottom, and you can see I want to have like the texture in there, so you don't want to smooth it out. You want it to be like really rough and textury so that it looks like the dirt. And after I finished applying this, you want to make sure that you wipe off your palette knife and your craft sheet. You don't want to let the embossing paste dry on there, because it's really hard to get off if you do. So I'll go ahead and let that dry completely. You want to make sure it's dry, because now we're going to go back in with the Walnut Stain Distress ink, and I'm just going to kind of like pounce my tool on that so that I get the brown ink, and then it'll give it that really cool dirt-like texture. And you want to make sure that it's dry so that you don't get any wet embossing paste all over your blending foam. And then that'll just take a minute for the ink to dry on the embossing paste. So now I'm going to go ahead and assemble my card. I'm going to take some mono multi-glue on the back of the palm tree to attach that down onto my card. Alright, and then with the dinosaurs, I'm going to take these 3D foam squares so that they're popped up onto my card base. These are the large ones from Best Creation. There also are small squares that you can use that work good with the smaller images. Alright, so I got all of my dinosaurs attached except the one in the air, but then I have my leaves, and I'm just going to take some more Tombow Mono Multi-Glue to attach those to the ground. Now you want to make sure that you do have a strong adhesive when you're attaching those to that embossing paste, just because it does have a rougher texture, and it is a little bit, stuff doesn't like to stick to it as much. So I'm just going to take some more foam squares to attach the little flying dinosaur in the air. I have no idea what those are really called. I'm not good with my dinosaur types. Alright, and then I'm going to take the Wish Big Sentiment. This is from the same stamp set. And I will stamp that in the upper left-hand corner. You can see I did want to do the Your Dynamite, which I could have if I would have inked up and done it in like 2 rows, but I decided to just go with the Wish Big. I'll use my Tuxedo Black Memento ink for that as well. I'm just going to stamp that down into the corner. Alright, so now I'm going to attach that down to my white A2 size card base. And I'm using my ATG gun. You could use whatever adhesive you prefer. That's the one that I like to use. Alright, and then one final step is to add some clear sequins all around. I like to add those, especially since I'll probably use this for like a kid's birthday card. They always like to have more sparkle and things on their cards. So I like to attach my sequins with the Mono Multi Glue. You can use the multi-matte medium, that works just as well. I just don't have any on hand at the moment, so I'm going to use my Tombow. Alright, and then that is my finished critter card for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and then give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will see you next time. Bye!